Our student spotlight this week shines on Katie Persley. Katie is a junior here at ACS. Here's her story.
My name is Katie Persley, and I am a junior at Athens Christian School, and I've been going to Athens Christian School since first grade, not 11th grade, since first grade, and it's been pretty awesome. I like the school a lot, and I'm really involved in cheerleading and basketball, and I ran track and cross country all of middle school up until this year because I also like to sing. I'm in choir, and I started taking voice lessons this year, so I had to kind of balance out what I was going to do and what I wasn't going to do. When I was younger, we used to have chapel in the Bicentennial Hall, and it was just one big room, and we used to have music in there too, and that building has changed a lot. Like, just seeing 4 classrooms in there. In 4th grade, that was the 4th grade building. Like, that year they changed it to a bunch of different classrooms. They made it from 1 room to 4 rooms, and so that was cool to see that change. And the high school building, when I was younger, the middle school hall was the high school hall. So the high school building was a big thing. At the beginning of the school year, chapel kind of changed since I've been in high school. Sometimes we have a praise band that goes in, and we use guitars and lead worship in front of the school, and that's just kind of an awesome time. Well, singing in front of everybody in the high school, it's just awesome to be able to worship with them. And so just looking out at everybody worshiping God, it's just an awesome moment. And when, like, at the end of the song, when it starts getting quieter and stuff, and we're all raising our hands and worshiping and stuff, that's just really awesome to see. Well, to me, the music is something that the youth in our high school can connect with. And when you have that connection and you're all on board with God at that moment, then it prepares you for the sermon, and you're already all sold out for God and everything. And the sermon, I mean, I go to a church where they have a contemporary Christian band, praise band, and the singing at the beginning just prepares me. And my grandma even goes, she loves it. And we just, after the service, we're like, wow, that's the best way to get prepared for the sermon, because we get so much out of the sermon just after you're singing and thinking about how awesome God is, and then you learn more about how awesome God is and all that stuff. Voice lessons has helped me so much. Like, before I took voice lessons, I thought I was doing everything right, I guess, just because I had never had anybody tell me I was doing it wrong, really. But when I went to voice lessons, my teacher, the first thing we talked about, we were like, okay, just be honest. We're just gonna be honest whenever we're singing and stuff, because she sings with me. And so her being honest with me about my singing has helped me so much, because I realized I was doing things wrong and my techniques weren't right, and I would realize it, and then once I did what she told me to, it was like totally different. It was totally different. So that just excites me, because that's kind of what I want to do with my life, I guess. I can't believe I'm saying this on camera, but I want to go to Belmont. It's a college in Tennessee, in Nashville, and it's kind of a fine arts college, and it's really hard to get into, but that's my dream. And I feel that God has given me a gift, and when you have a gift, I mean, you're supposed to use it. And so I think that God wants me to use my singing gift, I guess, as something to give back to Him. And so I've been working really hard on that lately, and this summer I am trying out for American Idol, which I am so excited about. But I think that singing could be my ministry. I mean, if it's not, then it was worth a try or whatever. But I mean, there are other things that I could do for God because I'm really active in my youth group, and I have so many other things that I could do in college, like interior decorating. I mean, interior decorators, they go to other people's houses and work on their houses for like weeks straight, and they could talk to them about the gospel and stuff. And I mean, anything you do in life, you can do it for God. But I just feel a pull towards the performing and singing thing, just because it makes me happy, and I think it makes God happy too. Being here all my years of schooling until college, I think that has prepared me to go out into the world and be able to do things for God and be able to love other people like you were talking about, love other people like God would love other people. And I know that other people at other schools don't have that. And it's just been a real blessing to be able to grow spiritually and everything. And cheerleading, our cheerleading coach is the most godly person ever. Coach Cassidy, before our football games and stuff, we go in the cheerleading room and we have a devotion. I mean, we always have God into the equation when we're at cheerleading and stuff. And that's really important because being a Christian school, having God in everything is pretty much what we're about. And I think that's a great testimony for our school. And so when everybody that graduates from here goes out, they have the tools and what they need to be able to be a light for God. We are not at a Christian school. We're not missing anything. I mean, our school, public school, the kids are the same that are in public school and Christian school because they have FCA, they have Christians in their school, and they have that influence. And not everybody at a Christian school is a Christian. I mean, it just bugs me when people are always comparing Christian schools to public schools. I mean, we are different in the way that I was just talking about. You feel the Christian atmosphere because you're allowed to talk about God and allowed to have that atmosphere. At a public school, you aren't really allowed to. And when I go off to college, Belmont is not a Christian college. And when people say you need to be prepared for the world by living in the world, like God said, be fishers of men. We were just talking about this in class. Going out and doing that is not normal to the rest of the world. And I mean, so I guess what you were saying, the world does need to be prepared for Christians because we're coming and we're out here. And there's a big group of us that are coming from a Christian school to some public colleges, so I guess they just should be ready. Okay, can I say bye? Bye. Bye-bye.